Hello, good afternoon. Good morning, everyone. My name is Akio Takemoto, Head of Program and Administration of the United Nations University Institute for the Advanced Study of Sustainability based in Japan. So, Rabisa, may I share the presentation material? Or should we do another way to just...
Yes, okay, go ahead. You can share it.
Yes, thank you. Great. So, as mentioned by that, I'd like to talk about a bit different tool for supporting implementation of Article 6 of the Paris Agreement through our postgraduate degree program. Can you see this anyway, by the way?
Yes.
Thank you. So first, we'd like to introduce the United Nations University. What UNE is, we are a global system research and training institute coordinated by UN Center in Tokyo. UN itself is established in 1972, and headquarters on our institute is based in Tokyo, Aoyama, but also we have 13 research institutes across the world. Our institute, UNIS, is a research and teaching institute dedicated to realizing a sustainable future for people and planet. Our mission is to address the challenges for achieving sustainability related to, particular on the concern of the United Nations and its member states. So therefore, we have a unique position to promote research and capacity building as well as educational activities to contribute to the implementation of multilateral environmental agreements such as Paris Agreement and UN Convention on Biodiversity. Then we are, yes, next. And we are, in terms of the focal area on our study, we have 4 pillars. One is governance for climate change and sustainable development, biodiversity, water and resource management, and innovation and education. Then we have an advantage in promoting in study in interdisciplinary areas in collaboration between experts in each focal area. And our another advantage and uniqueness as a UN institute is that our institute has our own postgraduate degree programs on master course in sustainability, as well as PhD and sustainability science. We are the only UN agency which has been certified to provide such a degree programs as an UN agencies. Then, although not so many, but we are currently nearly 40 master course and PhD students from more than 20 countries, majority of them coming from developing states. Then we also have a partnership with major university of Japan, such as University of Tokyo, Sophia, and others, through the credit exchange and double degree programs and joint diploma programs. Then, in addition, just today, we launched under our postgraduate specialized program, we launched the specialization on the Paris Agreement. So I think this new specialization have a potential in collaboration with Article 6 implementation partnership as a part of support package. The objective of this specialization is to develop future leaders and practitioners equipped with the knowledge and skills to strengthen institutional and technical capacity to implement climate actions under the Paris Agreement. As well, it contributes to enhancement of institutional memories of member states through development of professionals by giving master degree and PhD. So in other words, we can promote a longer term capacity building activities for an expert coming from various countries. Then it's open to candidates from all member states, however, prioritizing in developing countries. Then we select students, government official, professional, and others with bachelor degree. So as for amongst the first year of this specialization, the students include an expert from Central American country who has been worked for the Ministry of the Environment as an expert on climate policy. And another example is PhD student from Southeast countries who has studied at the master course on the integrated assessment model on greenhouse gases. Then we have many professors and instructors in diverse fields, such as IPCC lead authors on climate science and negotiators, and also an expert on carbon market mechanism and others. And also an economist and expert on governance. So through this, from these, professors and instructors, we will be able to provide quality education capacity buildings. So as mentioned, we in the existing program we have a master course and PhD. Then that requires coursework and dissertation. Then under the specialization, we will add one more very important course through the practicum trainings. Then we will implement these educational activities in collaboration with partner organization and visiting scholars. So I'd like to skip this, but since Paris Agreement is in an implementation phase, all countries, in particular, developing country states, have a lot of requirements with nearly the same quality as what developed country states has been doing, such as reporting of greenhouse gas emissions and removables, and reporting of target tracking and progress and achievement. So and also they have all countries have to submit biannual reports. So that will be particular big challenge for the governments in developing states. So this specialization of the Paris Agreement will be able to provide opportunity for developing capacity to implement climate action, including capacity for the Paris Agreement Article 6, ranging from conduct quality accounting on greenhouse gas emission removals, understand the latest climate science, propose effective solutions based on the evidence and scientific analysis, initiating, drafting the strategy and plan for achieving net zero emissions by 2050, as well as national adaptation planning, and the capacity to coordinate with relevant ministries and various stakeholders, and engage in international negotiation and cooperation. So this is an example on the coursework under the specialization. We will teach mechanism for the implementation of the Paris Agreement, ranging from mitigation, transparency, Article 6, and climate change adaptation, Article 7, and inventory calculation, land-based mitigation, provided by our experts in various fields. Then another example is utilizing our interdisciplinary knowledge. We'll teach synergy between climate action and sustainable development goals. Then we provide an opportunity to understand how climate policy interventions can sustainably transform society by enhancing synergy and reducing trade-off with socioeconomic impacts. So lastly, I think one of the most highlighted courses under the specialization is practicum training. That is scheduled to be conducted during summer break 2024 and the following years. This practicum will be conducted jointly operated with partner organization in Japan and outside Japan. Then the topic will be greenhouse gas MRV, formulation of national mitigation adaptation plans, as well as carbon market. So I hope that our institute can collaborate with you, partner, to implement such kind of practicum training on the topic of carbon market and other key important topics to promote Article 6. Then this training course provides two kinds of activities. One is short-term, 1 or 2 week intensive course, as well as 1 month internship program. Then short course is that will be open to participation by young learners and professionals from partners network. So we hope that will have a leverage impacts through the collaboration with partner organization. In addition, the internship will provide an opportunity for working with staff of partner institute to take climate action, including field visit to governments and business sector outside Japan. For example, on the matter of how the business sector will create carbon neutral plans, and then how to account the greenhouse gases as business sector level. So this is the end of my presentation, and thank you very much for your attention. I look forward to have good discussions. Thank you. Back to you.
Good. So I am in Copenhagen, and I will tell you about the activities we're doing here in the UNEP Copenhagen Climate Center to support Article 6 implementation. I am senior advisor. I've been around for many years, also from CDM days as a researcher for many years. And now I'm the carbon market coordinator in UNEP. So just a little background. We used to be UNEP Research Center, and some of you may remember the UNEP Research CDM pipeline. We still have that. We changed names to UNEP DTU Partnership, and recently we changed our name again last year, but we're still the same. We do have a research background, so I'm really glad to hear your presentation. With taking this research-based approach, we're very much doing the same thing, trying to provide science-based advice as the basis for capacity building, and exactly that it is a long-term enabling partner countries to develop their own knowledge and human resource base. So we work in 3 strategic areas on policy, transparency, and implementation. Transparency is implementing the enhanced transparency framework, many linked to Article 6, accounting and reporting. And also implementation is where we support Article 6 implementation. And then we have 5 sections, and we are around 70 staff. An overview of our carbon market program is the half circle. We have around 6 projects now. We have the pipelines, Then we have a new project called Integrated Assessment for Article 6, which is from the European Commission. We have supporting preparedness for Article 6, which is, you had it in the beginning, that it's led by Global Green Growth Institute, and we support Pakistan, also in Zambia. We also have under the ICAT, this is for transparency, that we're developing we call it a transformational change tool for transformational impact assessment of activities for NDC implementation, including Article 6 activities, which is led by Perspectives, but it's a tool, IT tool, but it's not, it will be finished next year. We also have for a long time the Sustainable Development Initiative for Article 6. Up to Glasgow, we supported development of strong sustainable development provisions. And now we're supporting the Secretariat with technical analysis to develop the Article 6.4 SDG tool, which is mandatory. Today, it was not under the CDM, so things are happening. The pipelines from CDM, this is the next one. Yeah, just the overview, you have the links here. We always did, these were Excel-based data and analysis under CDM. We're now doing a next generation, which will be a web-based platform that can be more user interactive. It's a database, and then users can, let's say for Pakistan, they want to know what are the CDM projects and what are the Article 6 projects, and then they pull it out more easy. It's funded by our Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Denmark. And I'll just give you a little bit of examples of what we've done recently. We are analyzing the CDM projects that are eligible for transition to Article 6.4, which is here by region, with an average of 42% that are eligible. And you also see here the tons. So I'm not going to go into the details here, but just a few snapshots of the data and analysis. We have Article 6 pilot activities by type, by region, in total 136, which includes JCM, and we're not quite sure how many of these are authorized, but maybe we can talk. And yeah, we're still learning and developing how to get the data and how to analyze it, and we're quite happy to partner for that. We also have it so far by buyers and host parties. It's Switzerland, Japan, Switzerland, Ghana, 9 projects. JCM, the most in Indonesia, second in Thailand. And we are, because it's still early days for knowing what are the activities, we have an MOU with the Secretariat, and we are exchanging data and collaborating for analysis. We intend to also have a voluntary carbon market component. How is VCM interlinked with Article 6? And as the data becomes available, we will expand. This one, Integrated Assessment for Article 6, which is funded by the Commission. This is an overview of what we want to achieve. We will support 3 developing countries. They're not yet decided. We have currently a call out with a deadline 18 September. That's the bottom, the link, for country partners to submit an expression of interest. And we already have a lot of interest from, yeah, actually from all over, all regions. So the impact that we would like to have is to use cooperative approaches for NDC ambition raising and supporting NDC implementation aligned with long-term strategies towards net zero pathways We're taking a South-South learning approach for both for knowledge development and for knowledge sharing country to country. And we have here 3 work packages, a toolbox of support modules that then countries can select which one are most relevant for their needs. That's in the in-country work packages. And then we have knowledge sharing and outreach, very much linked to contributing to this international partnership, also to share the tools and experience that come from these 3 countries. We have Spark, led by Global Green Growth Institute, supporting preparedness for Article 6 cooperation. And this runs over 5 years. This is a 20 million euro project, and the other one was 2 million EUR. So here we have over 5 years support for 4 countries: Colombia, Pakistan, Thailand. We do for the in-country work, we also support pilot developments in collaboration with finance partners. We support setting up governance frameworks and development of medium and long-term emissions planning. We also have a toolbox that's in the next slide with 6 implementation guides. And then related to the previous presentation, we have this community of practice for Article 6 implementing countries, which is also what we call a research-based approach to capacity building, exactly to anchor knowledge development with research institutions supporting the young people, targeting master students and supporting internships for, we call it a transdisciplinary approach, solutions-oriented research, not just problem-oriented, but solution-oriented, and bringing together academia with government, with private sector, and the youth for a community of practice to build capacity. This is the toolbox, which is supporting the 3 work packages of in-country implementation. They will be launched before the COP, at least some of them, maybe not all, but it's about an Article 6 strategy, how to use cooperative approaches to promote ambition and transformational change towards achieving the long-term goal of the Paris Agreement and the SDGs. It's about host country governance frameworks, setting up institutional arrangements. It's Article 6 and other carbon pricing instruments, pilots, how to do transactions and origination of Article 6 activities, also contractual options and models for dispersing carbon finance. And I'm almost done. This last one is the Sustainable Development Initiative for Article 6 that we've had since 2017 until last year. It was with the gold standard. Now it's with Wuppertal Institute, funded by Germany, Norway, Sweden, and also others. And here we have 3 work streams. We're focused on policy dialogue, including support to the Secretariat for Development of the SDG tool by the end of this year. And we also have funding to support countries interested, such as the West African Alliance, we know. Usman, we've talked a couple of times, also in context of the ICVCM, so that we can support application of the tool. And then we have knowledge sharing as the last work stream. And here are some of the links to what we have, which is early days, YouTube videos, webinar recordings, podcast, presentations, and so on. But it's an area where we want to, to do more. Thanks. Is this better?
Yes, much better. Thank you.